I think one of the strangest things about the modern world is how desperately people want to be seen. Everyone is performing now, constantly speaking, constantly posting, constantly trying to convince the world that they matter. And somewhere along the way, silence became uncomfortable for people. Stillness became weakness. Privacy became suspicious. And attention became confused with importance. But I've realized something. Some men were never meant for attention. Not because they're weak, but because their spirit was built differently. Some men do not feel alive standing in front of the roars of the crowd. They do not crave and hope for applause. They do not need strangers constantly validating their existence or importance. And they certainly do not need the world watching every detail of their lives to feel meaningful. Those men usually move quietly. They observe more than they speak. They protect parts of themselves from the noise of the world. And often, people misunderstand them because of it. The world today almost treats privacy like insecurity. But sometimes privacy is just peace. And sometimes distance is only discipline. Sometimes silence is self-respect. People seem to have forgotten the power of silence. They have become so addicted to praise and attention that they no longer know who they are without it. Every thought must be shared. Every emotion must be displayed. Every moment must be witnessed by someone else before it feels real. Every opinion must be expressed. But I do not believe a man needs attention to matter. I do not believe he needs fame to become powerful. And I do not believe he needs to expose his soul to the entire world just to leave behind a legacy. In fact, the strongest people I've ever encountered were almost invisible. Quiet men, grounded men, men who carried responsibility without constantly announcing it, men who protected or offered a helping hand to those in need without needing recognition for it. Men who remained disciplined even when nobody was watching. That kind of character seems rare now. The modern world rewards performance more than substance. But performance fades quickly. Applause fades, trends fade, attention fades, and eventually, a man is left alone with who he truly is beneath all the noise. That is the part that truly matters. Not the image, not the followers, not the validation, but the soul beneath it all. And perhaps that is why some men become quieter as they grow older, because they realize peace is worth protecting. Their energy becomes more intentional. Their circle becomes smaller. words become more careful. And they stop feeling the need to explain themselves to people who were never truly listening anyway. I think there is something powerful about a man who no longer needs to be seen to know his own value. A man who can walk alone, create quietly, build something meaningful, and disappear back into the shadows without needing applause for any of it. Maybe that kind of man will never become famous. But perhaps fame was never the point. Perhaps the real goal was simply to leave behind something honest, something real, something that reminds people that not everyone has surrendered themselves to the noise. And that's okay.